Hi everyone, this is Attorney Feng, immigration lawyer from New York City. Today we're going to talk about what are you going to do if you are not selected for H-1B quota. So we all know for the fiscal year 2021 H-1B lottery, only 30% of the candidates got a quota. What about the rest? What are you going to do if you were not selected for H-1B quota? So we have a couple of other kind of working visa available for you, and if you believe you can take any kind of alternative visa, I encourage you to contact a lawyer to do evaluation because H-1B is not the only working visa in the United States. So first of all, we're going to talk about O1. So O1 working visa is the working visa for extraordinary alien workers. So we have O1A and O1B. So O1A is for alien worker with extraordinary ability in business, academic, sports, in those kind of field. And O1B is for alien with extraordinary ability in arts. So we will know from the name, you will know, okay, I need to have some credentials in order for me to meet O visa requirement. So we're going to quickly go through O1A requirement, and then you will have some idea about whether you can try this category. So for O1A, there are total 8 requirements. As long as you meet 3 of them, you will be able to apply for O. So the first one, if you receive any national or international awards in your field, so this is one of the awards requirement. And then the second one is the membership with organizations that require you have some achievement. So this is the organization in your field. If you hold a membership, and that membership is not just you pay the membership fee, you can get it. It's the membership that evaluated based on your credentials and contributions. And so this is the membership requirement. And media report. If you have published material about your achievement in major media or about your major project in major media, so you will meet media report requirement. And the next one, if you have made original contribution to your field. So if you have scientific scholarship or business related contribution to major significance in your field, you will meet original contribution part. And if you have published paper in peer-reviewed journals, and you will meet authorship requirement. And the next one would be high salary. If you believe you have at least a 30% higher salary compared to your peers in your field in your specific location, you will meet high salary requirement. And judge experience requirement. So if you participated on any panel or paper reviewer or judge at any kind of professional event or paper review with peer-reviewed journals, you will meet a judge experience requirement. And if you employed in a critical or leading role at a reputable institute, you will meet leading role requirement. So we have total 8 requirements under O1A, and if you meet 3 of them, you may be eligible for O1A visa. But again, it's a case-by-case evaluation. I encourage you to contact a lawyer to do an O1 evaluation for you. So O1B, if you are in art, any sort of art field, you may consider O1B visa. So O1B has very different requirement as O1A. It requests either you have national or international award, or you have media report about your contributions in your field, or you have been in a leading role in a reputable production, or you are going to work as a leading role in a reputable production, or you have high salary. So this sort of requirement are specifically reserved for a candidate in arts if you wanted to pursue O1B working visa. So for O1A or O1B, it is still a working visa, so which means you need a job offer from a US employer, and employer will be the sponsor of your O visa. So if you already found a job and if your employer is willing to sponsor, and if you have those credentials, I encourage you to consider O. And the benefit of O over H1B, there are three major kinds which I wanted to point out. So that's why I always encourage my client to try O if they qualify for O, because first of all, O has plenty of quota, which means you don't need to go through lottery. As long as you are ready, you can submit O anytime. And the second one is O does not have a prevailing wage requirement like H1B does, which means as long as your salary or pay is reasonable, you meet all salary requirement. And on employer side, I think that's less burdensome for employer. And the third requirement is, oh, you can renew forever. What does it mean? Because compared to H1B, which only has maximum 6-year working period under O visa, as long as you have a job, as long as you have an employer to sponsor, you can renew your O without any limitation. So for those three major kinds of benefits, I would encourage you to consider O if you have some credential, if you have built up or accumulated some of the evidence to prove that you meet O requirement. So that's the beauty of O visa. J visa. So J is a working visa for exchange visitors or scholars. Many research institutes, universities, and companies, they have a J program set up. And for J program, they welcome overseas scholars and researchers come to do some research work in the United States. For J, maximum you can get 18-month J at the first term, and you may renew for another term. So it's a decent amount of time that you can spend in US. But for J, it's a very flexible program. As long as you can find a job, a US employer, and as long as they have a J program set up, you can consider J. So this is J visa. And another kind of a visa I want to introduce you is TN visa. So TN working visa is specifically reserved for citizens from Canada and Mexico. For TN visa, the beauty of TN over H1B is TN has no quota issue. You can apply for TN anytime, and TN you can renew forever. So there is no limitation in terms of working period. And for TN visa, there is one if you have to say that's a disadvantage, is TN visa has a specific profession list. So the available job is not as many as H1B can offer. So you may need to consult a lawyer to see if you qualify to apply for TN, because only when you are offered the job that's listed on the TN professional list, and only if you have the educational background to perform that job, you can apply for TN. Of course, TN is a working visa, which means you need a US job offer and a US employer who is willing to sponsor TN. So that's the TN visa part. Another alternative is if you are currently holding a STEM OPT, if you are not selected for H1B, you have to do OPT extension. So that will give you another 24 months to stay in the US. Maybe next year you can have a better luck to go through H lottery. And I have helped a lot of clients. They bypass H1B actually. If you have a great credentials, like if you have a lot of publications, citations while you're working on your PhD program, approaching to your graduation date, you may consider to do an immigrant petition for yourself, which is green card application. So if you have strong background and if you can succeed in immigrant petition before you graduate from your program, you may bypass H-1B or any other kind of working visa. I have quite a few clients, they got their green card before they graduated from their PhD program. So this approach actually helped them to have a lot of advantage when they look for a job, because they don't need any kind of working visa sponsorship. They have green card. When they look for a job, they will be treated equally, convenient as a U.S. citizen. So this way, I believe a lot of the majority of employers, they prefer to hire U.S. citizen and green card holder, because they don't need to file any visa application for them, and they don't need to meet any prevailing wage requirement. So that's more convenient for the U.S. employers. So this is the alternative working visa that can be considered if you are not selected for H-1B. Okay, keep subscribing for our channel. If you like the video, if you think this one help you at some point, please give me a thumb up and please follow up with our channel. Thank you.